If you're a nurse or a nursing student or a psychology student or a psychologist, I need you to come to the front of the classroom because here is a textbook example of racism. So the words that these two ladies have decided to put onto their alcohol jugs are absolutely abhorrent. We are looking at a massive red flag for patient safety at the University of Nevada, Reno. Jasmin, Doan, a pre-nursing student, and Mikayla Romano, a psychology student, were caught on video using drink containers to spell out what you see here. But after the racial slur, they decided to double down. Look at what they decided to say afterwards. This wasn't a mistake or kids being kids. This was a conscious choice to use a slur and then mock at the history of the very people that they're training to serve. As a nurse, I'm telling you, cruelty is clinical liability. Jasmin Doan is trained to have her life in your hands. If she finds racism funny, now how could we ever trust her to advocate for a black mother who's laboring in an ER? We can't. This is why the medical system is broken and many racialized people just don't trust it. And I don't blame them. At what point do nursing schools get real and really start asking deep questions about the type of students that they're entering? We have to ensure that the people that we are letting in who are dealing with vulnerable people aren't racist. And if that means that we have to do more type of testing to ensure that they aren't, then maybe we should. It follows people to the bedside and turns into documented harm. In Canada, we saw things like Joyce Echaquan, an Indigenous woman who died in hospital, who was mocked by staff behind her back with racial slurs. In the US, we continue to see black mothers like Mercedes Wells, where we see the pain gap as well as the black maternal morbidity gap. And this is the exact dehumanization that we see in this video. Racism and bias isn't something that you just turn off when you clock in. It's a lens that leads to higher black maternal morbidity rates, systemic neglect, decreases in pain medication, and poor patient outcomes. So here's my call to action. To the UNR School of Nursing and the UNR College of Science, academic excellence or being on the dean's list does not excuse a lack of moral character. Nursing is a privilege and not a right. We are mandatory reporters of harm, and this includes reporting when our own profession is being compromised by hate. We need to ensure that people who harbor this level of malice never get a chance to stand at the bedside. And to my fellow nurses, we cannot nor should we be silenced. Silence is a choice to let our profession degrade and to degrade the very patients that we set out to serve. Do better, and I can't wait to hear UNR's response.